Emotional Intelligence. Mastery your social skills. Psychology guide to improve your relationships. Self-discipline, motivation, self-awareness, anger management, and empath. Written by Bob A. Mills. Narrated by DMS. Understanding emotional intelligence. Emotional intelligence is fashionable and is one of the issues that arises and repeats in the different areas in which we develop to talk about people's behavior. However, we know very little about emotions. Emotions greatly influence our behavior, our thinking, our well-being, and our emotional health. An important part of working on our personal growth is learning to differentiate the types of emotions we have and identify them. What are emotions? We all think we know what emotions are because of the fact that we ourselves are constantly living them. However, defining emotions and the types of emotions is more complicated than we think. The SAR defines emotions as intense and temporary mood disorders, pleasant or painful, that are accompanied by a certain somatic shock. Likewise, and independent of the psychological branch from which we start, we agree that emotions are experiences that we have consciously, and that they are somewhat brief, where we have intense mental activity and experience pleasure or displeasure. While there are some theories about emotions, we also currently agree that different types of emotions arise in the limbic system, that network of neurons in the brain that regulate our psychological responses to stimuli, that is, our instinct. These complex states originate from three elements. Psychological. This is the first physical reaction we have against stimuli involuntarily. For example, when our breathing accelerates, our heart rate, sweating, hormonal changes, etc. are accelerated. Cognitive. This element processes the types of emotions on a consensus and unconscious level, as if it were a kind of evaluation of the stimuli, so it influences our subjective experience. Behavioral. This element is the one that generates a change in our behavior and expresses from this change. For example, the gestures of the face, the postures that our bodies take, etc. Now, the description of what emotions are can confuse you a little with feelings, but you have to know that emotions and feelings.
Sample complete. Ready to continue?